Still working in the same freaking. Oh, the sticker comes off. Figures out. Yeah. Same shit, different day. Don't know how much YouTube's changed. Don't know how much the analytics have changed. Notice I have 20 subscribers. That's pretty cool. I think the last time I checked, which was almost over a year ago, I think I had 10. So, cool. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening to my random ramblings. Yeah, that's what you get with me. Sorry the camera's shitty. I don't have fancy equipment. I'm using my Dell laptop. That's all I have. I used to have a really fancy laptop, but it like crashed out on me twice. Had to get it replaced twice. The second time I went in to get it replaced, I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm not buying a fancy laptop. I'm going with a low grade Dell laptop. And I've been happier with this one since then. I've realized, materialistic things, they don't freaking matter. Because the reality is, when we leave this earth, we can't take this shit with us. And quite frankly, what's going to happen with it? Well, it's going to congest, clog up, and destroy the planet when we leave. I mean, it's already doing that, so. But I still have Buster and Scrappy. I have Gidget still. And I have Ami. I think in the beginning, I think when I first introduced her, I was calling her Storm. I'm not sure. Maybe it was Blizzard. Could have been Blizzard. But we've settled on the name Ami, and she's grown into quite a beautiful kitty. So, yeah. So, it's now 2019, and life's about the same. Still have fibromyalgia. My arthritis is spreading and getting worse. I have arthritis in both my first knuckles on my first fingers. Hurts like a dickens. My home really still isn't a home. Still trying to get things the way I would like them. And I don't know. Good thing, though, I've been reconnected with my kids. Well, at least two of them. My boys. I get to talk with my boys whenever I want to, which is pretty awesome. My daughter, on the other hand, well, she pretty much told me that I'm the scum of the earth, she hates me, and that I'm a lying sack of shit. Which, okay, hey, I get it. I did it to my mom. I guess, it's that whole karma's a bitch kind of thing. Reality is, it doesn't matter what she says because I'm always going to love her. I'm always going to be here. She's always going to be my daughter. And I'm never going to give up on her. I'm always going to be waiting for her to come to me and talk to me as an adult and really find out the truth about what really happened and really know what it felt like for me and what I went through. When you go through the shit I went through with the state and having some power hungry social worker come in and disrupt your life and take your kids away just because in their mind they think that because you're a single parent, you're incompetent and that you don't deserve to have children, and then just railroad you and pretty much tell you, oh, you shouldn't have a boyfriend and you shouldn't have a man in your life and you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that and this, you don't have a fucking chance. And that's how it was with me. I didn't have a chance. And, I'm still angry. I'm still bitter. I'm still hurt because I know what I did wrong. I know the mistakes I made, and I'm not going to pay for them anymore. I've served my time, more or less. and I've made peace. I accept what I did, and I take full responsibility. But I did the best I could at the time. I was a single mom. I had just gotten out of a domestic violence situation, raising two kids. I was pregnant, about ready to have my third kid. And then once I had my third child and everything else, you know, people get jealous. People get selfish. And because you do something and you stand up for yourself, they figure, well, that's not fair. So they want to destroy you. And it's bullshit. And so I guess that's kind of another reason why I've become a recluse and why I don't, I don't hang out with people. I don't trust people because what's the point? People just screw you over in the end, anyways. They take advantage of you. They manipulate and they make you feel like you're less than nothing. And I got tired of being hurt. I got tired of being like a doormat. I'm 40 years old. I know I don't look it. Hell, I don't even act like it. But yeah, I'm 40 years old. Freaking A, hard to believe. 40 years old. I have a 21-year-old, a 17-year-old, and a 16-year-old. Yeah. It's just. I know I repeat myself a lot, and that's part of the fibromyalgia. And I think for me, it's worse because I've suffered a head injury. I've had multiple concussions. I have permanent brain damage, and I struggle a lot with so many things. I struggle with depression. I struggle with anxiety. I struggle with PTSD. I'm in pain 24/7. Uh, the only thing that gives me joy and comfort is watching my animals and playing with them and watching them go crazy. Especially my cats after they've had catnip. It's like hilarious. And then I veg out watching Hulu and Netflix, and you know I use marijuana to help ease the pain. It's legal where I live, and I just I, I don't know. I guess I'm lonely and frustrated. Having an invisible illness is just like being invisible. People laugh at you, people judge you, people look at you and go, "What the fuck's your problem? You look fine to me." Well, no, I'm not. Most of the time with me, people can tell because I wear my emotions on my face. You can look in my eyes, you can see what I'm feeling. I'm a very expressive person. When I'm in pain, my eyes say it all. I'm angry. I'm a very expressive person. But I'm always willing to be there for others. I always want to comfort others. I want to support others. I want to be there for my friends, my family, in any way I can. And yet I always feel like I fall short because I'm not there physically. And sometimes what the person really needs is a physical contact, a hug, or just a touch, holding hands. or that gesture of a gentle, oh, ha ha ha, when you're laughing. You know, most all of my friends understand because we all have the same issues. We may have different illnesses, but we all understand each other because we all suffer from, you know, debilitating, painful illnesses, and so we understand each other, and that makes it easier. But it's still it's sad, and it's a very lonely world, and it gets old trying to explain it to people, trying to get people to understand what it's like to feel like you've got 1,000 bees stinging you, or you feel like somebody's taken and beaten you with a baseball bat, and or your head is in a vice, or that you have cotton stuck in your nose, your eyes are dry, or your ears are ringing constantly because of the tinnitus. You miss out on all the favorite things you used to do. And you feel less of a person. And then you suffer with the depression. And then the depression starts to pull you down. And you fight so hard to try and pull out of that depression. And you do everything you can to run away from it and say, no, I'm not going to be sucked down into this black hole. I'm not going to let this overrule me. I'm not going to let it control and manipulate me. I'm not going to let it dominate my life. But then you look around and you realize it already has. Because you're no longer in the world anymore. Your world's become a screen, a phone in the hand, a TV screen, a computer monitor. And that's your life. And no matter how hard you try to keep up with your hobbies and you try and do things that make you happy, it's a hit and a miss because, well, you might get to them. You might start something, but then you can't really finish it because you start to hurt too much. Or you forget what the hell you're doing and you can't remember why you were doing it. And then you're just left blank. And you just go to sleep. Or you just don't want to do it anymore. So you just walk away and then you forget about it. And then you go and you start another project. And you don't finish that one. And so on and so on. And then all of a sudden you have all of these unfinished projects and you're just going, well, what the hell? What am I going to do? And you try to make promises, you try to make plans with your friends and family, and you try and fake it until you make it, but then you get to a point where you just can't do it anymore. And you say, you know what, to hell with you people, I can't. I won't. I won't put myself through that anymore. I won't pretend to think that I'm this and that I'm that. I won't pretend to think that I can do the things that you think I can when I really can't. I want to. My mind thinks I can, but my body's just not there. And it's a cycle, a vicious, vicious cycle, constantly going around and around. The pain causes the depression causes the pain, and around and around and around you go. And you think, you keep trying to find that answer. You keep trying to find that one thing that's going to pull you out and that's going to give you that release. And it's always just out of reach. And there's always that extra added outside stress that's constantly piling on top of you. The outside people constantly forcing you and judging you and telling you need to do this and you need to do that and you need to do the other thing and you should do it this way and you should do it that way, and I don't think you should live your life this way, and I think what you're doing is wrong. And it's nobody's business but your own. And you just want it to stop. You just, you're tired of hurting. You're tired of hurting emotionally. You're tired of hurting physically. You're tired of hurting. You just want to scream. You just want to scream at the top of your lungs and just shout. And just let it out because you just can't take it anymore. But you know the reality is that even though you scream and you want to let it out, it's still going to be there. Even though you close your eyes and you sleep through the night, if you get to sleep through the night, the next morning you can wake up and you can be thankful that you have another day to face. But in that day, you know that the trials and tribulations will still be there. And you just pray every day and ask and say, hey, a little less pain today, please. Just a little less pain. Just give me a little less pain. And you try. And you put on that brave face when you're out in public and you smile and you act like, hey, I'm okay, I'm strong, I'm normal, I'm fine. But you know the truth. You know you're not. You know the only reason you're functioning and barely hanging on is because you took a pill. A pill that you know is going to affect you some way later on in the day. A pill that's going to put you to sleep. A pill that may just make you less quite yourself. And then you constantly question, well, who am I really? Well, I know who I used to be. I used to be a poet. I used to be a writer. I used to be expressional. I used to be fun. I used to go hiking and fishing and camping and doing all kinds of things. I could drive. I had a license. I had a job. I had a life. I may be living. Do I really have a life? I'm alive. But is that still a life? I don't do anything. I try to read books and I end up reading the same sentence 50 different times. The same sentence. Over and over again. Because I forget what I'm reading. This is no life. This is merely an existence. This is not something anybody should ever have to live through. And maybe God gives it to us to test how strong we really are, to test our faith, to test who we are, to test whether we can be resilient. And it's the only thing I can think of, because if not, what's the point? Because believe me, I've been through hell and back, and I'm still here. There's days. Oh, there are days. But here I am. I'm still here. So let's see what this year can bring. Let's try and kick out some, I don't know, videos. See what happens. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know what it's going to be about. It could be random. It could be this. It could be animals. It could be, who the hell knows? I don't know. But this is me. This is my channel. And this is what it's about. Is randomness. My life, my pain, my joys, my triumphs, my failures. This is my life. and welcome to it. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And blessed be.